ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். Recently, we enjoyed the internal qualities of a Sri Vaishnava, how a Sri Vaishnava should be completely surrendered to Bhagavan, how a Sri Vaishnava should have compassion towards everyone, and so on. These are the internal qualities expected from a Sri Vaishnava. Beyond that, external qualities, external identities are also expected from a Sri Vaishnava. Not just a Sri Vaishnava, anyone following Sanatana Dharma, it is customary that they follow certain external identities. We can see, we can observe from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, all over the Bharatadesham, there are certain common traits. Way one dresses, the way one interacts with others, these are all common across all Vedikas throughout the Bharatadesham. This is because all of these are based on the common Shastram, Vedam, Vedantam, Dharma Shastram, and so on. In the external identities of a Sri Vaishnava, of a Sanatana Dharmi, there are certain important aspects. Let us go through some of them. The foremost one will remember when we talk about Vaishnavas or Sanatana Dharmis in general is Urdhva Pundram, the symbol one wears on the forehead. This is very, very important. This will help identify a Vaishnava just on seeing them. So it is a very important symbol. Usually in Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam, we wear the Thiruman, which is made of white soil. It is a very special material which is considered very sacred. There is also Sri Churnam, which is red in color, which represents Sri Mahalakshmi. The Thiruman, that represents the lotus feet of Bhagavan. So by wearing the Thiruman and Sri Churnam, the Tilak, basically it is called as Tilak in the northern part of India. In Tamil we say it as Thiruman and Sri Churnam. This combination of white and red Tilak is a very common identity of Sri Vaishnavas across the Bharatadesham. Even in general in Sanatana Dharmam, everyone will have some Urdhva Pundram. That is a very special identity of all Sanatana Dharmis. It may be Gopi Chandanam, it may be other material which is worn on the forehead. So this is a very important and primary identity. Not only this, there is also other aspects such as wearing the dhoti in a very traditional way, in Panchakacham format. Mostly married men will be wearing this in Panchakacham format. And then women also will wear their saris in a particular way after marriage. Again, these traditions we can see that they are practiced in a very similar way across the Bharatadesham. Because of the foundation being Vedam for all of us. There are also other things such as wearing Tulsi Mala or lotus seeds Mala. So these are also commonly seen in Sanatana Dharmam, Sri Vaishnava tradition. The other important aspect is Shikha, the tuft which is worn by Sanatana Dharmis, Sri Vaishnavas. This is also something which is common for all Sanatana Dharmis, irrespective of one's Varna, whether Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, irrespective of their Varna. Even some 50 years ago, majority of people would have had this tuft, Shikha, in the head, on the head. Similarly, Yajnopavitam, the sacred thread, again this is worn by Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya men. This is also again a very common thing across Bharatadesham. Everywhere people wear the sacred thread and Shikha and so on. So some of these, they are all very common and they were practiced some 50 years ago more sincerely, more in a more dedicated manner. But now people are not comfortable presenting their external identities. They are trying to hide their external identities, but it is not required, because if you think about it logically, whether we go to a hospital, whether we go to a court, whether we go to a government office, in all these places we see that certain external identities are maintained. Nobody questions those external identities. We simply accept those external identities and we accept them as norm, the normal practice. For our dharma also, these external identities are normal. We have to comfortably manifest those external identities. We see that many are not comfortable and they are hiding these external identities and try to pretend like others. But that is not really required, because all of these are coming from Shastram, all of our external identities. They are orders of Bhagavan, so we must follow them. It is our Bhagavan's orders through Shastram, so we have to practice them. We need not feel shy about it. It is our natural disposition. Second, they give us protection from engaging in unnecessary activities. Because when we wear the tilak, when we are in traditional clothing, even if we by chance are tempted to do some mistakes, at that time we will be stopped by these external forces, attires, external identities. We will think, if we go and do a mistake in this particular way, others will not only blame me, but they will blame my community for this. So let me not engage in any wrong activities. So it is a protection in that way. So considering these facts, we must be comfortable in presenting our real external identity and not having to worry about the repercussions. There are still many who are bold enough to present their external identities and still shine in their respective professions and so on. So let us think about it and try to be bold enough to present our external identity, the true identity. Alvar Emberumanar G.R. Tiruvadigalai Sharanam, G.R. Tiruvadigalai Sharanam.
To learn such valuable information about our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, please download Koyil, K-O-Y-I-L app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, Koyil.org.